This is the Creality Sermoon V1. I've been testing it for a couple weeks, and there's something a little different about this Creality printer than other ones I've tested. Today we're going to find out what that is. My name's Jim, and this is The Edge of Tech. So recently they reached out and asked me if I wanted to check out the Creality Sermoon V1. Well, I gotta admit, Creality has been putting out a ton of printers, and I had no idea what it was. I looked it up and I found out it was a small enclosed 3D printer. It's not your typical Ender 3 style, and I never checked out the first Sermoon, so that's why I was interested. The Sermoon V1 has a 400 by 380 by 430 millimeter footprint. So it's not really that big, but it's a good sized cube. The top has a nice removable plastic cover,
Take your top off!
along with the side panels that are plastic and the front door as well. It has a built-in light that's controlled by the touchscreen, and it actually lights up this printer pretty well. It has dual case fans in the rear that you can control manually to help keep the heat out or in, depending on what kind of filament you're using. And that's pretty cool because if you're using PLA, you can keep the doors on and the top on and just turn on your fans, and it helps eject that heat because the PLA really doesn't need it. The build area on this printer is 175 by 175 by 165. And this printer uses a removable magnetic build surface that can get up to 80°C. Laying that sweet plastic down inside is the Creality Sprite hot end. I actually really like this hot end on the printers I've tested, but this is not the Pro version, and it only goes up to about 250°C. It has a pop-out spool holder, and that allows the filament to go directly into the side of the printer. It uses a Bowden tube, but that's only to direct the filament to that direct drive extruder. So it's not connected, and it's just kind of floating in there to guide your filament once it's inside the printer. When you're ready to print, the Sermoon V1 uses a full-size SD card, and it goes in right here on the left side of the front of the machine. A 4.3-inch touchscreen controls this printer. When I used it, it was responsive and worked exactly like it should. Real quick, if you're getting value from this video, please smash that like button. If you're new here or haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing for more great content just like this, or if you're interested in lasers or CNC or all the cool stuff. I really appreciate it, and now back to the video. Well, enough about the specs of this thing. How does it really print? Well, we're gonna check that out. For all the prints I've done with this printer, I use the Cookie CAD Sunset filament. Is that right? Sunset? Sunset, yeah, okay. And I gotta tell you, I really like this filament. The gradient of the color is awesome, and it prints like butter. Nice work, Cookie CAD. Thank you so much for the filament. I really appreciate it. The first print I did was the small boat that came on the SD card. It actually came out pretty nice, as you can see here, and I was pretty excited for the first print. Next, I started the Flexi Rexy that came on the SD card. Unfortunately, it printed on a raft, and I did not want to waste any more filament because there was no way I was ever going to get this thing off this raft, and I stopped the print. But what I did print printed very well. Now it just kind of looks like a purple fossil of a dinosaur. This little turtle came out really good. It's articulating, it moves, and it's just super cute. My son absolutely loves this little turtle, and I think it looks awesome in this filament. Then I found what they called an astronaut on the SD card. I printed it out, and it ended up being an astronaut on a moon. It also printed very well. It looks really good, and you can see how the Cookie CAD transitioned from that purple to like a blue color. It is super nice filament, and the print came out very good with all the little details showing up. Last but not least, I printed the new Clock Spring Null capsule. This came out last week, and I knew I had to test it, especially in this filament. It came out really good. It peeled right off the build plate when I flexed it. I absolutely love clock spring models, and this one printed like a charm on the Sermoon V1. So now that we've talked about some features of the printer and seen some really good prints that came off the build plate, we need to talk about something that I have not seen on any of the other Creality printers that I have personally tested. It could be out there on another printer, but it's not something that I've seen yet. That is the way that this thing levels. There is no leveling wheels on this. There's no way to adjust it like that. All you have to do is go into the touchscreen, go to the menu for leveling, and it automatically brings the head to each part of the build plate that needs to be leveled. You actually use a piece of paper and you set your Z height right in the menu. It goes around to, I believe, 5 different points, and then once you're done, you're done. I've not had to change this one time since I did the initial leveling, and every single one of the prints that you've seen, all I did was hint print and I let it go. I didn't change anything. So I thought that was kind of a crazy way to do it, but also kind of smart because it takes a variable out of leveling the bed with those wheels. I kind of like that a lot. Now all you have to do is dial it in with the Z height and hopefully you're done. Now you may have to adjust it later as your bed wears and as the machine wears, but you never have to worry about those wheels coming loose or anything like that. With all those goods, there's gotta be something in this printer that maybe I don't like as much, and that has to be the fact that, at least in my version of this firmware, you cannot adjust the Z offset while this printer is printing. It may be in a future version, it could be a version that's out there right now, but I did not look because I wanted to look at this printer exactly how it came to me. Now, that is an easy fix in the firmware, and maybe they'll add it. Jeez. Maybe they won't. I don't know if you'll necessarily need it once you adjust the Z height for your leveling, but I always like that feature in the firmware because I can dial it in as it's printing that first layer to get it perfect. I've never had any issues yet, but it could happen. So Creality, if you're listening, maybe you could add that in. Maybe you have already, but I would really appreciate it. I know a lot of users appreciate the feature to adjust the Z offset while you're printing. I would love to see that on this printer. Now, I do have to mention they do offer a Pro version. This is not the Pro version, but they do offer a Pro version of this printer. That adds a sensor to stop or pause the print. Actually, it just pauses the print when you open the front door. It adds a built-in camera that you can use if you want to use the Creality Cloud web app. I know there's a lot of controversy around the Creality Cloud, so I'm not pushing that, and I did not use that in this testing. It is possible that you could use the onboard camera of the Pro model and watch everything right from your app. So you can check that out if you're interested in the Pro model there. Well, overall, I actually really like this little printer. It's printed very well in the time that I've had it, and I think it will be great for beginners or maybe somebody that needed an enclosed printer around kids or pets or something like that in that environment. Schools, this would probably be a pretty good printer in the schools because it's enclosed. The kids can't get their fingers in there, that kind of thing. So overall, I'm pretty impressed, definitely worth a look. So if you're looking for a small enclosed printer that has some pretty nice features and prints pretty good right out of the box, like I said, I would definitely take a look at the Sermoon V1 and see if it fits in your budget, see if you like it, see if the build size is right for you. If you're interested in another enclosed printer that kind of blew the doors off of 3D printing and the whole 3D printing industry, check out this video right here.